sorry to interrupt, Neil. If you look to your right, a camera opportunity here. We have the Mustang, the Spitfire, the Super Hornet, and the F-35 in formation together. That is just something that is pretty exciting. Those 40 fighters just peel away.
Yeah, something you don't see every day, isn't it? So our challenge there is to keep this staying, because there you go, the brake, then they'll pull, they'll go to max afterburner, and then the Spitfire. What we've got to go through there, the RTV codes on the Spitfire is a reference to one particular pilot. Yes, Bobby Gibbs, squadron leader.
It's like refueling off a tanker.
It's quite tricky, but when the conditions are nice and smooth, unlike today, it would be relatively easy for the guys, but when it gets a little bit bumpy, a little bit turbulent, it is very, very tricky, especially as you can see on the left and right behind the wing there would be a hose out. We actually need to connect with that to get it.
Degree, that can give you the 8G at that moment.
Absolutely, you can, yeah. So you've got to do it with your own body.
Yeah, she actually owned her own fitness studios called Beyond Gravity. She is Emma_Beyond Gravity on Instagram. That's now her flying rabbit. She sold those studios to pay for her pilot's license to be able to do this. The big change in everything that she was doing.
And I suspect he's going to do a fairly hard turn. Is that sort of
We're over a maximum turn here, so we're 350 knots.
So who is actually leading and talking on
the
this?
Mustang, because there you go, the brake, then they'll pull, they'll go to max afterburner, and then the Spitfire.
Black, who's 11th Squadron Training Captain. The V8 is based... on one side of the helicopter, sort of what looks like holes, basically, as you can see right now. And those are for detention solar buoys. You almost caught me out yesterday. In the back is a loadmaster, and he'll be directing the troops and the aviators in the back of the aircraft as to when it's clear for them to actually leave. And we'll see them come out in a defensive position and protect the airfield for the aircraft as they come through. So here come the aviators of number 1 Security Forces Squadron. Now, how many people does the Spartan normally carry on something like this? It's a fairly, about 30 to 35, and the F-18F Super Hornet. Different crews. We've got a single pilot in the F-35 and a pilot and a weapons systems officer in the F-18F Super Hornet. So how does that integration happen? The strategic cargo in the Royal Australian Air Force. And what are we seeing?
Doing its party trick. The C-27 J plays a vital role in
Proud to be able to see the platform of the aircraft, a very compact and very capable airlifter.
Now this is an Italian-made aircraft.
It is, and we love it. We love our espressos, and we love this aircraft. Go over at the airfield.
Here we go.
Beautiful training aircraft from a different era to the ones that are taxiing down the runway right now.
Give them a bit of a wave, ladies and gentlemen. They do like to have a bit of crowd interaction.
Now, we use these as primary trainers, despite the fact that they're built like hot rods and they're very sleek. So that was the goal of the 2 aircraft.
Through alpha to a degree, or a nitrate potential engine, basically join one FTS to fly this 1200 horsepower machine. It's quite a challenge, I guess, for the young students compared to...
So if you look skywards, you're going to see them.
And they're in free fall. 5, 6, 7, 8. Free fall, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a flag. I'm just trying to get on my... 2 down easy. 1, 3, how many got down? 4, and huge along. Here we go.
Gets up to full speed, should be on about 280, and pulling up now for a half Cuban.
Reverse half Cuban is often used to create a lot more energy for the
Squeezing on now, squeezing on. She's down to start rolling there. She's rolling. The aircraft is rolling due to the actual ailerons. But as the aircraft slows down, she's going to use the torque of the engine to keep the aircraft rolling there and go backwards. So watching her go backwards, aircraft
point back on. Because you don't want the pressure to take when you're doing that particular flight back.
it gets a little bit instructors. Now, what to see through that move, Roy?
They're working really hard to maintain the aircraft just on the limits there. And overhead, the rule is 1 through 4 coming to the T to box formation.
Now the amazing thing about these pilots, as I said, will be a macro or minimum of 3 metres apart. This is where we see they keep up some form relations. South Wales. Brodie is an exceptional pilot and became an instructor, and then first day here, and there's a huge Roulettes fan. He's actually joining us just outside the commentary box. And this oblique is dedicated to Felix today here at the Australia. Having a canoe. Here we go. Count them in, kids. 1, 2, 3. Now, Rui, how difficult is this manoeuvre? Because we're seeing a fairly synchronised display.
It can be difficult to great time for a photo opportunity as the aircraft comes from left to right. The C-17. In conjunction with Lockheed Martin and Boeing, this aircraft. And you'll note here. What's your hearing on these?
On the right, F-18.
Capability with
And you'll only see it here. Carvey versus Payne. I think the honours were equally keen. I don't know, maybe Julian, in your expert opinion, what do you think? Well, in terms of matching, yeah, I mean, they're both top performing machines of in their categories. And I guess that does mean that they're at the end of their quite big challenges, I have to say. And I think what you might just get to see as he rolls, there's quite a lot of footwork going on, you know, in that cockpit. He's going to be fighting the wind, and he's got quite a lot of thrust coming off that propeller.
Racing tent in the exhibition area, and make sure you meet Will Brown.
It's our last pitch effort for if we get trapped and then knocked onto by a missile. So if we have to go all the way into a weapon engagement zone for whatever reason, and we do get lit up, then the flares will hopefully take the missile for us as we evade and get down to the ground level.
Have you seen these on ships?
There's big armories all over ships, so yeah, everything on ship has its purpose, so there's weapon lockers and flare stones and all that kind of stuff, all separated from one.
Now you've got a smile on your face on that. When you find this, yeah. But who's flying it today? It's not on the same.
Oh, I hope so. KP's the display file now. KP's one of the instructors at number 2 operational conversion unit up at Wind.
How long has he been
We are rolling from the right. Yeah, we shook hands about 12 months now. Gave him the blessing. Had to stand down unfortunately, but he's done a great job. Streams there for the crowd as well.
just listen to that?
He's heard us. He's heard us.
Showcase, do not flat.
Look at the front reverse deploying. It will start to engage when front reverses. Fieldridge and Macy's Call Sign Concert. That is the Supersonic Stealth Fighter. Here's the second one.
cameras at the ready.
Bit of noise.
Primarily, we see a weapons briefing officer today. We've got Van Dam out there. She'll be taking control of that situation. Talking with Jake. Increases our maneuverability, our chances to fight in the sky, gives us a leading edge above a lot of other countries in our maneuverability in the battlefield.
Just a quick question, just so that we know in the crowd, will he be taxiing back past us?
Super Hornet, also known as the Rhino. Coming from your right, you're going to watch them almost skid to an absolute halt, a technique we can use to flush out an adversary and gain the offensive.
everyone. My name is Neil Whitehead, Squadron Leader Neil Whitehead, as we've managed to sort of secure for the week. And with me is Squadron Leader Ross Bowman, call sign Bunga. Cork in the bathtub with us bouncing around. So, yeah, so it'd be hard for the jets.
There's 35 coming in from the left.
Absolutely, so we've got Glib and Bam Bam rolling in now for a simulated straight pass with some flares popping out, and then followed by that we've got Freddie and Winnie in dash 2 also popping out. Glib and Bam Bam closer to the crowd, and then we've got Freddie and Winnie further away. So give them the way as they pitch into the circuit.
Assets doing their thing and showing us how they earn their keep. It's absolutely wonderful.
Here is an application form, by the way.
Just sign there. For a retirement home, I think that would be. I probably missed my chance. But ADF recruitment is a great place to go. And Clutch, it's a common theme. Air shows like this they just spark that idea in people that military aviation could be for them.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think it's one thing seeing it on social media, and it's one thing seeing it on the news, but actually to get to see an F-35 that's just touched down, just to get to see that in person, to go up and actually get to talk to the aircrew, talk to the maintainers, is just, you don't...
Anyone joining the pencils to fly with the Air Force, with all...
F-18, that's Super Hornets!
Flying past inverted, upside down at idle power, and this is as quiet as the jet gets. Take this opportunity to give them a big wave as they come past.
Nice and open as we carry all our weapons, so we want to hide them away. So
ladies and gentlemen, from your left, Triple A Mongol.
Various instructors, so here we go for the break. 2 and 3, and then 5 and 6, conducting coordinated rolling empty. Just swap back in.
I probably like between the two communities. Smiling.
Healthy rivalry, but we're all there to work with each other at the end of the day, so yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the two F-35s in 1 and 2. Super Hornets on the wing. Flares.
Flares as well.
On the right. F-18.
Cameras out, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Lee Lang as well.